I can't understand why blood makes some mortals better than others. What do a person's origins have to do with their worth?
Some people's ancestors simply had sharper elbows and better luck than others.
Okay, yeah. Utter drivel.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. What do we need? Are we ready to move yet? It is. A lot of spoders there. Oh, the outpost's right there. I've already bloody well cleared the way by the looks of it. Alright, here's my biggest threats. I think it's them, honestly. Oh, ow. Could have killed 30, I only killed 8. Oh, chopped in half, get fucked. Get him. There we go. And we got back everything we lost. Cool. That's some sort of talisman. Interesting. Oh, you got level up. Nice. Target unit receives -1 penalty to attack. Spelled Bane, okay. Field of the Faith. Oh, we need him with us. Okay, in that case, I'm gonna have to just take... Who am I gonna remove? Ninio? Probably Ninio. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Alright, do you have anything of interest for me, mate? Greater weapon focus. Gnome hammer. There might be something better for you. No? Hammer home the gap is good, yeah. It's 2 feet. Add your strength bonus to dash rolls made with your offhand weapon. That doesn't help much, it's usually two-handed. Why do you say that's bad? I wanted to give him a great sword, so I kind of wanted him to be better at it, but okay. He's got another one. Oh my god. I'm about to give him a two-handed sword, so... Two-bladed sword, known hammer. Proof critical. Okay, critical focus. Iron Will, we've learned that's pretty handy. Okay, where's the sword? Oh, okay. Guess the Great Axe is better? By a lot? Oh, well, now I feel like I wasted some powers. Want to somehow some stuff. Also, does he have a spellbook? Doesn't. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, we should probably set up a teleport place here. Weaver's already fatigued, but he can get rid of that with his one ability.
Here we go again.
Okay.
Missed me already.
I will prove my worth.
I will help where I can.
Oh, Arayanan.
Tiny little bridge. We must hurry and remain very, very alert. Yeah, he scans the hilltops with smoke rise into the air, giving away the location of the Hell Knight outpost. Oh, these fuckers.
They are the darkness.
Mud monsters.
Bathe in your blood.
Hello there. This is Savra. A pale youngster practically prostrates himself before you. Finally, someone's here. And it's the Crusaders too. Please, help me. I'm alone, I don't know what to do. This lad's apprentice appearance perfectly matches the description of one of the cultists who's supposed to be, supposed to ride with the Lost Escort. Cultist? Me? No. I'm just an apprentice craftsman. Seems to me like the cultist is either lying or keeping himself from us. Or even worse. Lad recoils and then surprisingly, definitely jumps away from you. Oh, you're not just a cultist, you're a demon! Fouler virtues. One less demon, splendid. Told is wrong. No harm in taking pity on the poor. No, Jesus. Perhaps these captive cultists were possessed by demons. They assaulted the knights when they thought the moment was right. Reasonable assumption. Let's see what else we can find out. Must commend your shrewdness. We would have a rough time if you hadn't unmasked that demon. Must verify the claims of the knight and return to the outpost. Okay.
Smile. The world's not ending just yet.
All marks on the doors. Hello? The Hell Knight outpost is shrouded in silence. The three chapters seem to simply have vanished, leaving only a pillar of smoke from the fires that testified for the recent presence of the living. Doesn't seem to unnerve Rigel in the slightest. He dispassionately scans the empty camp as if waiting for something. Breaking the prevailing silence, a sudden musical laugh sounds harsh and almost sinister. Miranda, Knight Commander, at last. Been dying to meet you. Come on, don't don't be so sullen. Come on over and have a little rest after your journey. You can always stab me or hit me with a spell a bit later. You don't like, if you feel like doing that, of course. Miranda. Haru, my dear. You found yourself such a charming friend. Come on over, don't be shy. Eyes are wide with Warrior Kef Weaver. This is Corunda. She's my acquaintance. She's dangerous. You know what? I see a trap. The Count wide gesture encompasses the entire area when he nods at Succubus, and it's bait. An arrogant, talkative demon we got here. You can see you've made yourself quite at home in our camp. We have here one of those black armored blockheads. Why don't you join me and the commander for a little meal? Lord of the mighty Hell Knight isn't scared of a little temptation. Did you actually just sit down? Suddenly frowns. Surprisingly, he then steps forward without hesitation and sits next to the demon. Alright, let's talk. Let's see what this is about. Demon claps her hands together. Weaver, you have no idea how eager I was to meet you. How quickly I got here when I discovered you were coming. You feel at ease talking to me with this shape? So I can always slip in something more comfortable. And it's an old woman. Snap a finger, Corunda becomes a golden-haired, bright-eyed young man. Oh, that's okay. That's not what I saw. Dressed in a white Saracen cleric. Oh, yeah, in the white Saracen cleric. I can look like this, so likable, so trustworthy. Or if you're fair, it's my favorite form. It's driven many crusaders out of their minds. The painful demon poses oddly clashes with the strict, upright appearance of Queen Galfrey. Hey, Tweet, how you doing? Very charming. Now stop the farce, demon. Oh, Sir Knight, do tell me you aren't bored with yourself. Oh, aren't you bored with yourself? Every soul must feel something to get their blood pumping. Some are driven to avarice, others by lust, others still by envy. If you think you managed to shield yourself from every vice and every flaw, well, that just means you're blind and your vice is the greatest of them all, pride. So you knew I was coming, how? Perception succeeded. How did I know? Well, we have our sources. Perhaps I'll tell you about them, Commander. If we can establish a certain friendship. Yeah, chaotic. Let's don't be so uptight, Rigel. Listen up. The less slutty you're simply trying to entertain us. Give us some snacks. Hostess doesn't allow her guests to get bored, even if some are Hell Knights. But now, onto the business. I have a rather unusual request. I'd like to become a Crusader. Okay, and before 1,001 objections escape your mouth, think about this. Your fame precedes you by quite some distance. They speak of you even down the abyss. We've never encountered anyone possessing such power. It's so exciting that Demon exhales loudly. I've even heard that part of your power trickles down to your most loyal companions. Why would a clever lady like me keep on serving demon lords when instead there is someone so unusual and intriguing? Can't promise you I'm going to kneel before that Iomedae of yours right away, but I have many, many interesting stories to tell you about my friends from the Abyss. Of course, I also be of personal use to you. Any shape you desire, remember? Not sure which of your suggestions is more revolting, Demon. Your effortless betrayal of your kin, or your flirtatious insinuations? That mistake. Corinda's tail suddenly springs up and its tip gently caresses Rigel's cheek. Oh, do smile, little Hell Knight. This isn't hell yet. I'm gonna keep playing along. What else can you do with that tail of yours? You could pluck a few simple melodies on a harp, unless you have more enticing suggestions. Oh lord. Not interested in you for personal use, but I could use some information about your fellow demons. Tell me everything you know, then you may consider yourself enlisted. Fine, but I kind of not used to giving up so easily. Want me to convince you? Here's a little tease. You asked me about the Hell Knights from this camp. They locked themselves up in the outpost main building, scared out of their wits. Go let them out. I'll join you later and tell you everything I know about the plans of my former allies. It's a serious conversation. So we have to be very thorough. No. Expression is difficult to read, but he does not seem happy. Through clenched teeth, he says, "Come, we must examine the building." This way? I think it is. They really just abandon this place and hide? Very un-Hell-like, or Hell Knight-ish. Create a checkpoint precautionary measure. Highly characteristic of the Hell Knights. Say so? Tall men wearing black armor and full helm salute you with a sword, Knight Commander. You ride to our defense. We were forced to retreat under the onslaught of the demon Corinda and her lackeys. We held our position for as long as we could, but we were sure we would perish without outside help. Knight adds in a hushed voice, "Many of us are injured. Could you assist us, please? We hit our wounded in the back of the outpost so that the demons couldn't reach them so easily." He remains silent, calculating as he studies the night. The story has too many inconsistencies. Yeah. Rachel permits himself a slight smirk. "I was hoping you would see through their ruse, Weaver. I'm not disappointed. I expected more from you, demon. Cleverness won't save you, mortals. More demons?"
We're gonna rest after this fight.
Deep shadow, deep shadow. Oh, get that one.
Still here?
Wait, Corinda?
This again.
Well, that's not Corinda. That's just a succubus. I'm confused. Did you just bring me in here to lure me into like an actual trap?
God, it hurts.
Well, she failed at that. If that's the case.
I should rest soon.
Angler Vices. Wait. The ugly shadow hisses. Let me ransom my life, Crusader. I have much loot that I picked off the fallen. Surely it's worth the price of letting one poor soul slink back into the abyss. The cultist's hostage trembled. I don't need your handouts. He grabs the throat of the kneeling cultist with his claws. Are you deaf to compassion or to your avarice? Have mercy on us, mortal. I use as a vessel. If you lay a hand on me, he's dead. Why would I care about the life of a cultist? The demon's death rattle reverberates off the walls. In dying agony, he squeezes the kneeling cultist's neck. His claws are practically tearing the man's throat out. What about surviving cultists? Should we interrogate them? They won't tell us anything we don't already know. Deal with them as you see fit. We vanquished demons, but we still don't know more about the Hell Knights. Where the Hell Knights of the camp are. Take a close look if you think it's best, and we'll leave. It's time. Okay. Grab all that nonsense. Hello.
Here we go. What's going on here?
We have you. You can cleanse, right? Okay, you only cleanse yourself? Oh, that's unfortunate. 75% chance using lockpicks. Let's go.
I'm glad I was useful to you.
More demon blood. Heavy mace.
I can handle it.
Hmm. Oh, you still alive? Please don't kill me.
I will first come to mercy.
Why is he double dual, like, got 2 crossbows? Seems rather excessive, don't you think? Oh, hello. Where you lot come from? Predator Amarith Reneth leans over her longsword. At last! How did it go, Predator Duringe? Exactly as it should have. On detailed Reneth? Oh, was I used? Roger signifies. After all, the Order takes such pride in them. Explain yourself, Rigel. Of course. Everything that happened was, in a way, a show. We received reports about the location of several particularly cunning demons. Not the fighting kind, but those who specialize in deceit and temptation. We could have surrounded and destroyed the hideout, but instead, we let them know that the Knight Commander of Dresden would soon be arriving in our deserted camp. Being swallowed at a hook, line, and sinker. How could any of them miss the opportunity to prove themselves by killing the new leader of the Crusade? Demons love talking about pride of mortals, but the fact they suffer from that vice far more than anyone else. Now, for a critical reason, my reason, even though the Order knew a lot about the new commander's behavior, the information lacked veracity and consistency. For instance, it was always useful to know how well your principal ally is able to resist the deceit and temptation. So, as I suggested, they meet with Corinda and her cohorts. So you were testing me? Yes, I was. Someone had to, seeing that Her Majesty Galfrey of Mendev is prone to bestowing titles and armies without a second thought. And yet, you can't claim that I was insincere. I made myself crystal clear when I started my interest in your person and your unusual powers back when we first met. I also mentioned how important you are to the Crusade and shared our cause. Our shared cause. We are the vanguard. That is possibly the most important war. What is possibly the most important war of our age. No one can afford the privilege of buying trust with these stakes. There are flaws in that way. You approach your problems, okay? But nothing cannot be corrected. A new leader can be forgiven for their shortcomings. I hope you outgrow them quickly. I don't like this guy. I don't. One hand, your sense of humor provokes question. And again, it's an acceptable vice, a minor one. Yeah, don't lie to me again, mate. Command is unreasonable. Understand that my actions can be seen as very disrespectful and whimsical. But they were neither. No, because I need to be able to trust the people I'm with. If you start lying to me, then I can't trust shit. Now that we discussed everything, there's still the matter to attend. Yank her ankles, 2 steps forward. I hear and obey, Predator. We must speak about your role in the recent events. You received my orders to visit the Knight Commander in Dresden and feed him misleading information. How should a Hell Knight behave in such a situation? Hell Knight must obey his commander's orders. His commander orders directly contradict the tenets of the measure of the chain, or go against the order's interest, then the knight must report his commander to the higher order command. What did you do? Did you report me? No, sir. With your permission, sir, I deduced that this was some kind of test for the knight commander. That didn't seem right to me, but you don't have my permission to blabber excuses, knight. You gave him orders, and now you want to punish him for following it? Well, if the commander deems my verdict faulty, then we shall postpone this review Your actions dismissed. Okay. This series of events was dumb. Yeah. That is what I've deduced. It was dumb. The chapters for sale. All that. Insight bonus, that sounds cool. Protection, full plate. Oh my god, that's some sexy full plate. Hell Knight helmet. Banded mail. You go grab that loot, will you? Oh, kitty cat.
I feel like a chosen. Should I?
That just granted me +1 permanently to all checks. Okay. Everybody's fatigued, which is what's slowing them down. I'll travel and carrying too much weight? What do you mean?
I am here all week.
Do I really have to rest here? Thing is, there's no room for a freaking camp here. Oh my god, fine. Fine. Done, thank you. Doesn't really matter if it advances or not, really.
Effective in combat.
Yeah.
Good now. No longer encumbered, which is good.
Beautiful.
Out of here. Oh my lord. Alright, now the demon army's on the way. But we'll deal with that tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's extra stream, whether it had been Dice Legacy earlier or Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. I keep wanting saying Pathfinder Exile or Path of the Exile, but that's definitely not what we're playing. I'm wondering if there's someone I can send you boys and girls on to. Who do we know that's live at the moment? Oh, well, Tweet, who was just in here, just went live, so I'm going to send you guys over to him. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. If you missed out anything, feel free to go over to my YouTube, upload everything over to there as quickly as possible. Otherwise, back tomorrow.
Son of a gun.
Till then, take care, love your faces, and I'll see you, boys and girls, next time. Bye-bye.